And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Sometimes you see a game that seems like it was designed around the name. Frenemy Pastry Party. That's what this little card game seems. I'm Tom Vasel. We're taking a look at this little card game where you're trying to collect ingredients to get cakes. What? Cake? Cake. That's right, a game about cake. Let's see if it's any good. In this game, there are two decks of cards. There's a cake deck, and there are ingredients that you're going to need for these cakes. Players will start with a couple cards in their hand. They're also going to start with an animal card randomly given to them, which will give you bonus points at the end of the game. These are kept secret, and on a player's turn, you have two different options that you can do. You can collect an ingredient. Basically, you can take one ingredient and add it to your hand. It is replaced. Now, if at any point there are face-up 4 ingredients of the same type, you can take 2 of those rather than 1. And you just add that to your hand. The other thing you do is you can bake a cake. So let's say I want to bake this cake here. When I bake, for example, here I need 3 strawberries, 2 blueberries, a mango. I can ask someone else to help me if I want to. I can ask up to 2 players. So I can say to John, John, do you have any strawberries? John's like, yes, I do. And John can play as many strawberries as he wants up to the number needed. And I can keep asking John for help for ingredients until he might run out or he says no. Then I can ask somebody else. So I might say, Sally, do you have any ingredients? Sally does the same thing. When that's finished, I need to be able to add the rest of the ingredients to it. So let's say there's 2 strawberries here. I would need to add a 3rd strawberry, 2 blueberries, a kiwi, and then also a mango. All my cards are discarded. Everyone else who helped me, their cards, they will place under their animal card for the end of the game. And I get to keep the cake. That's it. You're going to keep doing this until one of these 2 decks runs out, basically, and you can't reload it. At that point, every cake that you've completed is worth 5 points. Each card that you use to help someone else bake a cake is worth 1 point. And then you reveal this, and for example, this cute chap here wants strawberries. I'll look through here. If I have the most strawberries that I use to help other people, then I get a bonus of 3 points. Whoever has the most points is the winner. This game is going to sell because it's cute. We have cute animals. We have delicious looking ingredients, and then we have amazingly delicious looking cakes. I would like to eat all these cakes. Thank you very much. And it's pretty small though. It's a very small little game, fits in a small box, small rule set, so the components are fine. Frenemy Pastry Party is a game that at its core is extremely simple. Collect cards, use those cards to get cakes. And yet, through my first game, halfway through, I stopped. We stopped the game, and I went through and reread the rules, they're not very long rules, to make sure we weren't missing anything, because here's what happened. In my first game, I was playing somebody, and one player said, you know what? I'm not asking anyone to help me make cakes. I'm just going to collect the cards I need and build the cakes of my own. Yes, I might not get as much stuff done as other people, but I'm not giving anyone else any points, and I'm not going to help them get their goals. They're not going to get any points from me. Okay, that's problematic. Another player said, Dad, well, you can see they're my kids, said, Dad, I don't want to work with you at all. I'm not accepting any help from you. Effectively, I'm losing the game at that point, and that's a huge problem in this game. You are attacking people by not asking them for help. So it's a take that game disguised as a friendly one. But the biggest problem is I cannot for the life of me fathom whoever designed this and did the points and everything, it's better to never ask people for help. If I ask you for help and you give me 1 card, and it's very possible you could give me 2, you're going to get 2 points to my 5, but you're also getting points towards your goal at the end of the game, which is 3. Why shouldn't I just collect the cards myself and get 5 points? You say, aha, Tom, but if you do that, then other people won't ask you for help. You're right. But the people who don't ask for help will do better than the people who do. And unless there's two people who ask each other for help back and forth, and even the whole game just falls to the ground. It has some, it's like this game kind of exists assuming people will ask each other for help. Ha ha ha, will you help me? We're gamers. But even casual gamers aren't going to want to give other people points for no reason. There's no reason to ask other people for help unless you desperately need those ingredients. And that whole secret animal you have, what ingredient you go for, if I see you start grabbing mango stuff, I'm assuming you're the mango person and you're going to be playing mango cards. So that's an easy way to stop it. I'll grab mango cards. The one interesting thing about this game is if there's 4, you get to draw 2. I found that to be an interesting thing, although it almost never happens. But that's kind of an interesting way instead of the whole ticket to ride. If there's 3 of the same card, you wipe them. Here, if there's that many of the same color, you can take 2. That's a cool idea. But unfortunately, it's the only really good idea in this game. I found it to be almost broken as a game because if you could say, well, players shouldn't play that way. Yeah, but they can. And if they can, and it's the way to win, and it's really obvious, it's not like some weird strategy that goes against the spirit of the game. It's a very potent strategy, and to me, it makes the game, unfortunately, kind of unplayable. So that's Frenemy Pastry Party. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time. Dice Tower Judgment, fundamentally flawed.